Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. Today is the last day of April 2020 and so it's time to film my completed pages for this past month. As you can see on this stack, I haven't colored much. Normally I have around 13, 14, 15 colorings done. This month was a bit of a relaxing period. I wasn't feeling myself. I've talked about it in my color and chat video, my most recent video. I've spent my time gaming as well to take my mind off things, and that's why I haven't got a lot to show today, but the things that I have to show, I'm very happy with them. So we will dive straight in. The first coloring is done in the wonderful book. I'm going to put these books aside so that there won't be shadow. It's done in the wonderful coloring book by Andy Davies. And I'm just going to take the picture that I've done in here. And that's this Asian beauty with the panda bear. I had a lot of fun with this page. The paper is quite thick. I've used watercolor pencils for her hair, Holbein pencils for her skin, also watercolor for the background. The panda bear as well has watercolor, the flowers too. And on top I went over with a regular pencil, and for the details in his fur, I've used my soft white Holbein pencil. I adore this pencil. It's really fantastic. You can create really, special effects and highlights, and I'm so happy every time I work with this pencil. I'm going to show you which one I mean. The Holbein pencils normally have no core visible, except for the soft white one, and it's indeed a super soft pencil. You can see it's shrinking already. The normal pencils are bigger, but I'm really enjoying working with this pencil, and it's not in my pencil case where the other Holbeins are housed. I'm keeping it in a separate storage tin so that I have it immediately at my use when I need it. So, and about this book, I will, once everything has normalized a little bit for the postage companies, then I will announce who will receive a copy of this beautiful book. I'm fighting with my pages right now because I wanted to hide my second coloring. I'm going to, that's that. Now Andy has brought out his second coloring book with mermaids and kind of centaur women. I don't know how to pronounce them correctly. And he asked if I wanted to color in a page so that it could be featured in the cover or inside the book. And so I did, and at first I really hated how I did the seahorse. I've used fluorescent colors, and it was children's drawing really, or children's coloring, I'm sorry. It was not totally, no. I was very happy with how the mermaid turned out, and after she was finished, I decided on reworking the seahorse. And finally, this was the end result, and then I was really satisfied with how it looked. I've darkened the seahorse very much. It was really poppy pink and green, and she was quite muted in colors. And this seahorse just didn't match how she looked. I really had a lot of fun coloring in her skin and her hair. I've used some stickles. No, it will be And of course I've used my glossy accents as well on every bubble. So, and I was super happy that I could present this picture to Andy instead of an ugly one. He did send me an extra copy of this drawing, but I was so pleased with how she was turning out that I didn't want to redo her, and so I'm very happy that I could save this seahorse and that I could deliver a nice coloring. So that was the second one for this month. Then I went to Fabiana Athanasio's art, and I've chosen one in The Wizard of Oz. And since I was addicted to playing around with coffee, I did it in this book too. I have a tutorial on how I do my sepia looking pages. It's not really sepia, but the background I create with coffee, and as you can see, this one is already prepared with coffee as well. But I chose to do the mouse family or the mousy friends, and I had a lot of fun with those as well. And to make it less how do you call it, simple, I decided to put down some acrylic paint, or I think I've splattered with some paint, and then I also used some Posca pins, if I'm not mistaken. So there's some metallic paint as well here and there. I'm sorry for the bump. So very pleased with how this turned out as well. Then we are diving into Hannah Carlson's Jewellery Box, and I did the page with the sisters. I've used coffee on this one as well, together with some Albrecht Dürer or Supracolor pencils for these dots or marks. For the women, I've used the luminance pencils and some metallic paints for the frame work, for some splattering. I've also used some glitter body mist to make sure I had some glitter here and there, and I've splattered with the gold paint as well. So it's really a very playful page, and I was very happy because it's a saved page. You can see it here. This is tape, just regular tape. So yeah. And I'm thinking that my light is too low. I'm going to try and fix the light on the camera, but it's not really working. I'm going to try to make my my image a bit brighter. Hold on a second. Okay, that's a little bit better. This double page spread, I really wanted to do this one as well. She has glossy nails. There's gloss on my bird. There's gloss on the envelope, the heart. She has glossy lips. I really had fun working on this page. It was quite scary because it was a big head that I had to do, and most of the time I prefer smaller pieces, but I'm really glad how she turned out. I love how her hair turned out as well. I think I've used luminance pencils for that purpose as well. And I try to match her jewelry with the bird. And as you can see, the background has also some metallic paint splatters above the coffee. So very pleased with how this one turned out as well. This one took me a really long time, and it was in the midst or in the middle of my coloring depression, or yeah, in my less creative period, let's call it like that. Then with my color and chat, I was working on this lady, and now it's finished. I'm very happy with how this turned out. She has some metallic Paul Rubens paint. She has glossy boots. Here I've worked with that white Holbein pencil again. It's really the best. And I'm super happy with how she turned out, how my tree turned out. I've traced the black lines with a fake Posca pen. At first I wasn't convinced, but after I played around a bit with some dotting, and the borders around here are with Inktense and lightened up in towards the center of the tree, I was really pleased with how this turned out. Sorry, my camera cannot autofocus since it's from my cell phone. So that was this one. And then the last picture I can show you is not finished yet, because it's still a whip, but it's done for 99%, and it's in the Fairy Celebrations, yeah, by Klara Markova. And yeah, used glossy accents, used stickles already. Yeah, so I just have to do this part and the key, and then here on the windows. Very pleased with how this heart turned out, and my bear, he's so soft, and yeah, my glossy berries. So anyway, that was it for this month. It's quite a short video, but I hope you like it, and I hope I will see you soon for a new video in the future. Take care, everybody. Bye bye.